Hey, this podcast holds nothing sacred. Join Alan, Marcos, and Josue. This is Life, Tech, and Sundry. And what is Sundry? It's our experiences put in a melting pot to the internet. So join us on this wild ride called the LTS Podcast. Follow us at LT Sundry on Twitter, LTS.pod on Instagram, Life, Tech, and Sundry on YouTube, and all your favorite podcast distribution services. Stay frosty.
Lock in, Mr. J. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of the LTS Podcast, and it's in 2025. Congratulations, Mr. J and Alan. Say hello to the people. Mr. J.
It is 2025, and I'm still waiting on my cut.
He has his Straight Fire mixtape.
And I'm still waiting on my cut.
And then Alan, you know how you doing, Alan?
Thank you so much, Marcos, for inviting me back. I'm happy to be with both of you gentlemen, and can't wait for this convo. And I don't know, I feel blessed to be with you and all of you listening. 20 to go.
A little bit of a recap since the start of the year. A lot of things have gone off. Let's go with the East Coast. The East Coast. Right now the West Coast.
East Coast, Beast Coast.
East Coast.
No, the West Coast. The situation with
I mean the West.
The West with the winds. I never knew that LA was known as a windy city.
I thought it was Chicago, right?
Agreed. And Mr. J says SF was the
I
windy
thought it was San
city.
Francisco.
How many windy cities are there? All of them are windy, by the way.
Yeah, it's been windy over here too.
But yeah, no, it's crazy.
Yes. So right now, as far as I guess you could say news goes, so the East Coast is super cold, super windy.
I'm all, tapadito.
Right. And then the West Coast has just gone through, California in particular, has gone through, LA in particular, has gone through this unfortunate situation where wildfires were basically going rampant, and LA got struck by that fire, and the winds didn't help. And a lot of homes and a lot of people were displaced. Or homes
minimum
were burned.
100,000, man.
Yeah,
minimum.
people were displaced. Homes were burned down, businesses. And,
insurances got dropped.
And before that unfortunate situation happened, a lot of insurance companies dropped their insurance to cover people's homes and stuff like that. So that's unfortunate, but also kind of makes you speculate if that was intentional, like if someone already knew, right? Again, according to certain news outlets, right, or certain information outlets, in the interwebs. Now,
Well, I was told like after their home, like people obviously their homes were destroyed. They call up their house insurance, and they're like,
you're not covered
because of the current situation, we have canceled your policy. Which
That's a
I
lawsuit
didn't know
right
they had a clause where it's like in any moment they can take away the policy.
I feel like there's a lawsuit
that's
there,
weird.
man.
Well, we'll see. And I guess because of a lot of the people that were there living, or that their homes were burnt in the fire, they are people that are predominantly wealthy and people of note, like celebrities and Hollywood
The Lakers,
actors
right?
and actors. Yes, and again, maybe the insurance companies are going to have to actually hold their end of the bargain if these people in I guess that have more notoriety than most are going to start complaining about it. We'll see if that gets up to the Senate, right?
Oh yeah, you already know. It's gonna be like the tech companies now, like the tech companies, the TikTok thing, and now the insurance guys have to turn up and say, you gotta fork your money.
They're basically drawing this parallel between Hawaii and this new situation, right? Remember the Hawaii fire that happened
In Maui.
last year?
What happened? What's happened now?
No, nothing.
Mark,
I'm
we
just
gotta
saying.
work on your memory.
Yeah, they're drawing the same parallels as far as like they're trying to connect the dots. So like, it's very weird that this happened, right, in that certain area.
Also,
yes,
I've been told that I don't know who this is. It's like the commissioner or someone
okay,
has supposed, like someone in charge has supposedly announced that insurance policy cannot cancel due to wildfires from here on out.
Well, they're gonna make
Which
a
I'm like,
precedent.
well, I don't know how well they'll do because
if that's a
they've already
clause,
canceled. Yeah,
yeah, if that's a clause that they're just adding now,
It's not gonna be retroactive, is it?
Yeah, it's a little too late. But I mean, you know what this also reminds me of? This meme that's been going around on Instagram and stuff, and on YouTube Reels, where it's like, where they have, you remember in One Piece where you have the two admirals going at it, ice and fire. And they're kind of like, kind of funny, but not funny, but drawing that parallel of like West Coast is on fire and then the East Coast is under like cold ice and wind.
Yeah, I think
right?
I saw that.
That to me is crazy. It's like, yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. Other than that, I mean, I think that for those of you that are of, Mexican descent, let's say, and probably in and around those areas where you have Spanish speaking people or bakeries, right? You have La Rosca de los Reyes, which is also something that's been going on like maybe last week. And people have been eating those delicious Rosca de Reyes. And the polemic that's going on of like, who does the original better? Or is your Rosca the OG of Roscas? And what people are putting in their Roscas.
What are they putting?
Instead of
aside from the plastic
toys, gold.
Like metal?
Like gold. There's this bakery that's been putting like little
safe to eat, right?
Yeah, and of course, but the muñequitos made out of gold. And obviously, if you so happen to win one of those gold muñequitos, the bakery is gonna allow you to have a certain type of baked good for the whole year. So it's like a prize in itself.
Okay.
And they have
He's like, I want a wedding cake all year long.
I just want cake every day.
They have they specify what type of baked good you're gonna get. It's not pick and choose, unfortunately.
Damn.
But they're at least giving you the opportunity to win that certain amount or that certain baked good that they're allotting for you to eat the whole year if you choose to go to that bakery, if you win that little muñequito. And there's another one, that same company or that same bakery, that if you don't win the gold little gold toy, there's opportunity of winning a gold star, like the Star of Bethlehem, the one that guided
Star?
Yeah, so La Estrella de Belén, right? So if you win that one, you get, I think, a iPhone 16 Pro and that baked good all year. Okay. So that's what I've been watching and getting on my feed on the algo, and then just a bunch of baked goods. So it's been
bakery.
Good. Yeah, a lot of food. Hence, very appropriate for your segments that you've put up, Mr. Marcos.
Nice. For example, going back to the LA one, my coworker, his female cousin lives over there in LA. Yes. And she says he was telling me that she's like 3 hours away from the Hollywood side. And I'm like, that doesn't answer my question of how distance wise, because there's so much traffic over there. But the fire, it doesn't care about traffic. So are they close or far away from the fires? And like, I don't know. He doesn't know. He only knew it took him like 3 hours to drive from
Can't you just
her
Google
house.
Map that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to dox him. I mean, we were at work.
No, I'm just saying, put Hollywood sign to LA proper, right? Or city of LA or whatever. I don't think that's that bad.
What was it?
We'll be back after these brief messages. Oh, he got cut off.
Like, I'm not touching. My hands are right over me. I'm showing my hands. Show hands.
But yeah, I think that's about 10 miles.
10 miles? That's pretty close. For the fires situation.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Give or take traffic. LA traffic is pretty bad.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's seen those Hollywood signs. And like
if he can see it at his place, he's probably close to
no.
fires.
He drove by, like, there's like he went through like the desert side with their cousin's family, and they drove up. They went to the beach, the boardwalk part, and then they drove around the outside, and then went up to where the Hollywood signs are and all those things. And then up there on the other side, you can see the mansions and all those things. So my question was like, was the fire on the mansion side or down inside the valley? And he was saying it's everywhere.
Yeah, the wind does that to you. Huh?
Yeah, how you cut off.
I apologize.
Hopefully everything goes, but I'm good in the recording. But yeah, and like obviously the fire is strong in our situation. But man, like 2025 is being merciless right now. January 1st, right? What happened in Louisiana?
Yes.
In Vegas, it also happened.
Right.
And then right now with the fires, I'm like, it's January 11th.
Could it just be the signs of the time?
The fire.
What?
I'm just saying, could it be that just the signs of the time?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean,
no, what I mean is that I guess this is like an overdue consequences of maybe incorrect management, in the sense of like, obviously, I think a lot of flack is being given or towards the governor of California.
California, right? Yeah.
So it's like,
and the mayor.
Yeah, exactly. So instead of pulling your resources to maybe help out the situation before it gets to this point, They didn't do that. Again, maybe
I
again,
don't know, offering quarterback answers right now in the later half, but I don't think it's worth it. But it is worth noting that there is a big problem. There is no doubt there. There is a big problem.
I mean, you can call it quarterback, sideline,
Monday
yeah,
morning, yeah.
yeah, like whatever it is. But this isn't an issue that is new, or people acting brand new to this is because you probably don't live there. This has been an issue that's been going on for a while. And for us to, like, obviously we're on the East Coast. We have no idea of the situation. But if you do your due diligence and research, wildfires in California is nothing new. It's just unfortunate that the places
Location.
because had it been in just the forest area where people don't live, as an example, maybe you wouldn't feel the same way because your house is in danger. But if you're in an area, especially in LA, and it's happening over there, you start questioning, right? At least from someone outside of that situation looking in, you start thinking to yourself, did whoever's in charge not know that this could potentially happen, and why was nothing done about it before it even started, right? And these are the questions that are probably have already been asked. Well,
and then people being people like starting fires.
Yeah, those scumbags. Yeah, if they ever get caught, go to jail.
Some did get arrested. Yeah,
I hope so. But then again, bro, like the question is then, are these people mentally sound?
That's a total.
If these people are not mentally, it's like if these people are not mentally sound, why are they on the street?
I mean, yeah, you can't really stop everyone. Are you mentally sound? Are you mentally sound? Can I get your mentally sound card?
Well, I don't think you go overboard that way. I'm guessing that if you are not being a net positive to the community, right, then I think you should probably be checked, right? In the sense of like, and what I'm saying is more along the lines of like people that are homeless aren't there necessarily because they are actively looking for being employed and stuff like that, right? Where on the East Coast, it's very common to see people that are homeless attacking people trying to go about their business, and these people are not
society, if you will.
Yeah, and they're not mentally sound, which again, maybe there should be a place to put those people in so they can get the help they need. But unfortunately, that's not, I guess, something that people are, or at least the people that are in charge, care enough to do anything about it at the moment, right? As far as we can tell. So
I mean the results speak for themselves, right?
Right, people getting shoved in front of trains, right?
You heard the Marine guy, right? He was like, he acted, and look what happened to him.
Again, I mean, that's
it doesn't have to reach to that point. Yeah,
of course not. But again, he took an opportunity, not an opportunity, more so he did action. He took action. He did what he thought was right, and unfortunately, a lot of people disagreed with his action. But even though people disagree with it, there was a lot of other people that appreciated it. So again, in his own words, right? I think he said that if given the opportunity, if he had to do it again, he would probably do it because he was trying to protect the people around him and himself.
Via the state, what's the word? There's two different ones. Via the state, and there's another one version against the gentleman's name. I don't remember. The Marine gentleman, I don't remember. Versus the state, he's innocent. But now there's also personal lawsuits, I think, from the family of the person that passed away.
I mean, again, from what I remember listening on the news, like I think he beat the case, right?
On the big one, V State, yeah.
Yeah, so they can try to pursue him or prosecute him on, lower courts, I want to say.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, he probably might get a slap on the wrist, or if he does have to pay any sort of like reimbursement reparations, I mean, he might have to, but to be quite honest, bro, I don't think that again, this is my personal opinion. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think he's gonna be prosecuted to anything more than maybe just
community service.
Probably. I don't think anything worse than
it's still a reprimand, but yes, I understand.
Just because it's like this mentally unsound person was threatening people with murder, right, or killing people, or
and yes, I think it started assaulting a lick. Assaulting does to him reacting,
right, and that's why he took action, right, and then the fact that if you can consider it self-defense, because in the video audio.
He wasn't the only one holding him down.
Right. And then in the audio part of it was that he was claiming or saying that he was ready to hurt anybody,
yes.
right? And people's unalive people.
He's not afraid to go back to imprisonment.
Right. So that goes to show you that where
he's
his
like,
head.
I'll die for it.
Yeah.
Like,
so
why?
If that's the case, then that
somebody fact checked him and he's like, no, I can't breathe for 6 minutes. I can't breathe.
Right.
You're breathing to say I can't breathe.
Right. So, I mean, again, I don't think he's gonna get anything more than community service. But again,
yeah.
Who are
but
we
it's a precedent, if you will.
Yeah. The other thing, the other gentleman that burned a person alive and sat there and watched it. Yeah.
He's on video. Yeah, he got caught by like 16-year-old teenagers, I think.
I don't know who. I mean, for the people that didn't do anything, just stood there watching the camera. Oh, again, I think that was a stationary camera. That was one of those.
Yeah, that was security camera only.
Yeah, so there was. I don't know if there was anyone there to witness it, but unfortunately,
that's like what at 4 in the morning, 6 or 4.
Yeah,
like early before the rush.
So again, these are the consequences when you have a very laissez-faire type of situation going on in lax type of, I guess you can say, police. How would you call it? Police presence inside the metros and places where people act up, such as this.
And I think the guy had been caught before though, and got sent to his home country and then made it back again.
Criminal record, came back, and this is again consequences.
What is he pleading? Mental insanity?
I don't know. I don't even know. He doesn't even know the language. I have no idea what he's pleading, but it's him getting the boot out of the country for the last time. Or
I don't think he can get the boot. He has to pay reparations.
Yeah, I think he's going to get tried. You're probably right. He's going to get tried in a court of law, and he's probably going to lose, most likely. And I don't know if it's life in jail or penalty.
Hopefully. Is there still a process of where people even out there like stamping like license plates or assembling desks or something like that, or like something to do like community service? Not like
maybe, but I don't think they're gonna give that to this person just because of the climate that we're in. As far as like the political climate, I think people are gonna want to prosecute him to the fullest extent, and if that means death, that might happen. And if that means because he took another person's life, is what I'm saying.
I agree. I didn't think about it that way.
And it was in the most egregious way.
Yeah, burning him alive, burning her alive.
You burned a person alive, right? So If they work something out with the country of origin, which I don't remember what country of origin he was.
Guatemala.
Well, if they're gonna work something out so they can take him over there and leave him there, like that's one thing. But I don't know. That's very.
I don't know.
It's in the air for me, right?
Yeah, me neither. Yeah. What about you, Josue? What do you think?
Pause.
Damn. He's like pass.
No.
I thought you said pass with a fancy accent.
No.
Are you chewing on something?
No.
You can chew on that. No.
Chew on these, he says.
Damn. No, but yeah. Anyways, like Mr. J is over here chewing something. I was talking about food. Originally, Alan also wanted to have some bread in his mind. We have different things in our head, in our mouth. Some, food in this case.
Hey, yo.
But yeah, like for me, for a while now, I was thinking about, I had different things. And for me, I don't know why pozole is, I would say was historically for our culture that's from Mexico. It was like the main, the end all be all of the dishes. But I've been doing research online, like I told before the recording, Alan.
I'm going to have to stop you right there, Marcos.
Yes, pozole has his stories. Continue.
I'm going to have to say this.
Yes.
Tacos or flautas?
They're the same thing.
Choose.
Never.
Choose.
I pick them both.
Wait.
I pick them both. I just want both. They're food for me. I'm gonna take them. I'll take them both.
Are you saying that the definition of tacos and flautas are the same? Or are you saying that you prefer eating both?
I prefer eating both.
Okay.
No. His statement was they're the same thing.
They're both the same. They go in my pause.
Hey yo,
Marcos, please.
Family. This is a family show, sir.
We're talking about flautas and tacos.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
And I eat them both.
So pick one.
Today, right now. With like against my
Marcos,
my head.
Don't overthink it. Just off the hip.
Tacos.
There you go. Okay,
tacos.
you may continue.
What type of tacos?
They bistec.
Asada.
Yes.
Okay.
Basic.
That makes sense.
They're very filling, satisfying.
So are you the type of dude that eats them naked like no cilantro, no cebolla.
I don't need to be dressed, man. I can eat them naked. It's okay. Yes.
He's like, with or without shirts, I'm good.
Yes.
I'm talking about the taco, buddy, not you.
I can just eat them with chanclas.
Whatever you do with your tacos, that's your business, bro.
Damn. A salsa verde, a cilantro, a little bit of onion. I don't know if this is bad. Like today, I just said verde.
Pick one.
Verde.
Okay.
Well, I just said verde. Like I stand verde. But yeah,
this is the hill I die on.
Cebolla, cilantro.
No. I don't die on that hill. Just for the taco situation, and I had it today, so I had tacos.
Oh, I see. Oh, but you have
I'm
a bias now.
Yeah, I'm a little bit biased. There you go. We speak in the same language, man.
Speaking of Spanish, speaking of English.
Es paisano.
Sometimes, huh?
Yes.
No, I'm playing,
but yeah, like I don't know if this is a health thing or something, but I had the onions to my mom.
My man said this is a health thing.
I don't know. For me, like listen.
He's like I don't know. He's like, tacos have cilantros, onion.
That's
no. Listen. My mom had a little cebollitas, no, and she had one, and it was spicy for her, and there were white onions, and I bite the same onion, like, this is not spicy, this is sweet. My brother bites it, like my brother, and this is nothing, this is bland, not spicy. My dad, no, this is sweet, and my mom's like the same slice of onion. Oh, what's going on here? And I'm like, this, what do you mean? This is sweet. This is sweet onion. Why? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
Yes.
Why you say it? Like, I don't know if this is a bad indicator that I probably have high blood sugar. What do you think?
I think you just are used to eating spicy things.
I dodged the sugar bullet there.
Yeah, no, because I think that your sugar would be
with the taste buds.
No, it would be spiked for some other reason. Like maybe you're heavy into eating like baked goods, breads, because that's all sugar. Anything that's over processed
versus just an onion.
An onion isn't bread. Yeah, no. Or anything that it gets converted into glucose at some point in your body, but it's not essentially
not on the taste buds. Okay.
And your taste buds is going to be wildly different from anybody else's, just because you accustom yourself to eating certain things, right?
So our taste buds are like our fingerprints?
No, more so they adapt to what you like to eat, right? So remember, spicy and sweet are not something that you're gonna perceive through your taste buds. Spicy is a pain receptor.
Okay, and it wasn't hurting. It was sweet for me.
Yeah, so a pain receptor for spicy. That's why there's people that enjoy that. They're masochists at heart.
Damn, throwing it down like that.
I just in saying a masochist, but a pain receptor in your palate is when you eat something spicy and you enjoy that type of it's kind of spicy, right? You enjoy that sensation. Where if you're tasting something that's salty or sweet, that's actual taste bud. That's something that your palate's going to pick up and you're going to enjoy that. But for you, perhaps you are used to eating spicy food, where your pain receptor is a little bit more attuned to eating spicy a lot more commonly, or you're just used to. Are you the type of Mexican that walks around with a bottle of salsa?
Yes.
So
my boss gave me watching and goes jalapenos, and I had pasta. I'm like, I'll eat this one raw. Give me the jalapeno. I just rinsed it out and just had my pasta and a bite of a jalapeno. This is fresh, very fresh jalapeno. It's spicy. Do you want a bite? No, I'll die. No, it's okay. And I was sweating. I was like, oh, this is nice and refreshing.
Okay.
Like
Yeah. So again, I think you've gotten to the point where spicy is commonplace in your diet. So the pain receptor isn't as, I guess, it's not as sensitive, I guess you could say, as other people's.
I need something to get me off more, like to trigger.
No, but like again, to your point, is your mom used to eating spicy stuff?
Yeah, she made the salsa with my dad.
No. I'm not saying if she made the salsa. I'm asking if she is accustomed to eating levels of spiciness that you are used to eating.
I guess not. She's been around the block for longer, and I would expect so.
You would expect so, but I guess the next time you speak to your mom or eat out with your parents or something,
break bread,
yeah. Ask her if spicy is something that she still eats often, or has she been cutting back because of a certain situation in her life.
Your tolerance goes down?
Right. Yes. Okay. Again, it's like if you work in the kitchen, your hands are used to touching hot objects like the pots and pans.
Las tortillas.
Yes. Right. So, but if you're used to it, your hands almost get that callous type of feeling to it, where it's like, yeah, you don't feel it as often. Same thing with people that, are on their feet a lot most of the day because of work. You start kind of being accustomed to that. And if you sit down, it feels like, oh, this is weird. right? Or for people that are working behind a desk all day, they're accustomed to sitting down, and when they stand up and have the standing desk, they feel a little bit better because
I
it's
stand.
different. Right, exactly. So I think that's more what it has to do with that pain receptor.
Your tolerance is.
Yeah, probably. Again, I could be totally wrong.
I don't know. This is like Alan's taste buds corner. His
Bro,
piece of knowledge.
I would say definitely try it at home. Like one thing that I remember one of the chefs telling us, like everything is made out of sugar, especially the ultra processed baked goods. So
Yes.
like if you were to go to your kitchen tonight or whenever you're listening to the podcast, take a piece of white bread, right? You know, bimbo sliced.
Pause.
What? I mean,
Nothing.
like a slice of bread, right? Whether
Yes.
it be quote unquote whole wheat or just that regular white bread. Take a piece off and just place it like between your tongue and your palate, right?
Okay.
The roof of your mouth.
Yes.
And just let it basically dissolve. At some point, you're gonna taste sugar. Like the enzymes in your mouth are gonna dissolve the bread to the point where it dissolves it, and it becomes sugar. And you can clearly tell that most of the product in that bread is probably made out of sugar because it's ultra processed. So when you have something like bread that's made in a different ways, so something that has
Halal bread is sweet. Yeah.
no, the trendy bread that's coming out that's made out of just
Yeast
and water. No, just the flour and water. That's called. It's that rustic bread. That's
Tuscan. No.
no.
Is it the Jewish one?
No, that's challah bread. No,
No. The other one. The one.
Sourdough?
sourdough bread. There you go.
Sourdough. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, so the sourdough bread is basically two ingredients, water and flour. And the actual process of making the dough is the bacteria that's in the air. So you get that fermentation. You're able to use that starter dough for bread. So when you take a piece of that and you start eating it, it doesn't convert into sugar in the same way that ultra processed sliced bread that you would probably buy at the store does. And you feel the difference between those two breads, how your body kind of breaks it down. You don't feel as, I guess you could say, heavy. It doesn't like inflate your stomach, and you don't feel like, I guess you can say, depending on the type of body you have, you don't feel sluggish afterwards because it's not sugar.
I have a
plain
body
sugar.
built for comfort. That's what I can tell you.
Okay, that's reasonable. Yes.
As I rub my belly.
Hey yo, what are you rubbing?
I'm showing my hands.
I saw that motion in the ocean,
Yeah.
sir.
I'm like, I rub my belly.
Okay. Because I was like, the hands and the rubbing was off screen.
Like,
I didn't know
what
what
the
you're doing,
heck?
bro.
What you doing?
This is a family show, sir.
We talking about bread,
Yeah. So
and I
That's-
like bread. I eat them. I eat. So yeah, what do you guys do?
Bro.
So bread, sourdough. You were telling me you were going. What's the status update on the sourdough bread?
I'm gonna start making my own sourdough starter, probably starting next week, hopefully.
Alan's production. No,
I don't know. There was this bakery over in Queens, ran by a Mexican family. It's called Masa Madre.
whoa.
Yeah,
Mother
and
dough.
basically, this is their way of saying sourdough.
I know. It's their
Um,
style.
And they make all their baked goods with this sourdough
Yes.
starter, and their croissants are really
And love.
delicious. Yes,
Yeah.
their conchas, everything that they make is with the sourdough bread.
And love.
Sourdough,
love.
man. I mean, conchas with sourdough. That sounds interesting.
Bro, you should see the line that is wraps
Can we
around.
pre-order?
You have to if you want certain things. Like we pre-ordered online for the Rosca de Reyes. That's the only way you were able to get one. And you should see the amount of people that just swarm the place. And there's bakeries that are like around the corner from that one bakery, and they don't sell like that.
Yo, that's bad,
that bakery.
man. Oh, I feel bad for them.
Well, I mean, again, when you give quality, you're gonna have people come and knocking on your door. That's all I could say.
Damn. And the marketing, they have good marketing with IG.
They sure do. I'll send you the
Yes,
IG,
please.
and
Yes.
maybe you and your folks can go out there and
Yeah.
get some of this bread because it's delicious.
Delicioso.
Basically.
What about you, Mr. J? Sourdough? Yo, go or no?
These
go?
hands.
I mean, you're gonna have to use them to eat that sourdough.
These hands.
I'm pounding that dough.
Exactly.
He's like,
No, I go bonkai.
But you're gonna burn that dough. We want you to beat up the dough. Work
Marcos,
up that
my
dough.
purpose isn't to help the dough. My purpose is to beat up the dough.
You're gonna
Doesn't matter how.
you're gonna cook up the dough. Yeah, let me cook you. Let me cook.
Basically.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
He goes like, "Where's the oven?" I am the oven.
Bonkai.
His
He
hands are
said,
red
"I
shoulders.
am the oven."
Yeah, he grabs the dough.
Yeah, I go. No, I
It
go.
starts cooking.
Bonkai. Zankai no touch.
No touch. Okay, no touch.
I don't even need to touch it. Just boom.
We close the door behind you. It's like an insulated door, double walled, and we
You
just
just
hear.
feel all the moisture in the air just disappear. And like, what
Why do you
was
think
that?
Why do you think I sealed you in your own door, your own oven? You are the oven. You're the
You just hear,
lighter.
you just hear, and you're like, damn, my lips are dry.
Let me get up some of. You're in a double walled, insulated.
You're like, what just
Oven.
happened? It's like I feel a sensation in my mouth.
Like I feel the disturbance in the force.
No, in his
Exactly.
mouth. He said.
Hey yo.
Imagine that's how the Jedi feel the disturbance in the Force in their mouth.
That's how
Like I-
Marcos feels every day.
It's like I feel a tingly down there.
What? Huh? Nani? Okay. Anyways, back to the other scoop. Pozole.
These hands.
Damn. Got me again.
You got me again, he says.
Let's go. Shall we slide in or scoop up a little bit of the pozole story?
Definitely, bro.
Okay. So, do you think you get started, Mr. J?
You think you started, Mr. M?
Forget the Food Network. We're going Aztec. Ever wondered
Okay,
what?
here.
Yeah.
You
Go
go,
ahead, you
Miko.
You go.
Ever wondered what the ancient Aztecs really ate? These hands. Because he got a mouthful and
Damn.
That's wild.
that's why they're missing teeth, because he got a mouthful of these hands.
That's why they're gone. These days.
Exactly.
Crazy.
They're like, what happened to the dentistry over here? They didn't need a dentist.
like,
Was it
leave
just
them-
pozole?
Who gave
They're like, damn, why are they open wide?
Damn. Why are they just skeletons?
Just boom. The skeleton without any teeth. What happened?
because of
This is-
Bankai?
Was it just pozole? Was it all just pozole? Pozole? Fact check, Marcos.
Fact check.
The spicy stew with the mysterious past. What? And we're not just talking about the what is this? What does it say? Fact check, Marcos.
About the
I was gonna say hamana. Hamani.
Continue.
Well, hold on to your molcajetes, because we're about to dive deep into the
deep,
culinary world of the pre-Columbian Mexico. Today's menu: tamales, and I might butcher this. Huitlacoche. Something like
Huitlacoche.
that. There we go. The fungus that's more fun than it sounds. Read the title, Marcos.
The OG handheld food.
Culinary chameleon. Let me put this over here. Let me bring this on the other side.
Yeah, 1994. That's the
1994 spills the beans, literally, on the sheer variety.
virality.
Bruh.
Oh, tamale.
Yeah, tamal fillings.
Tamal fillings, meats, veggies, even bugs.
The mouse has
Archaeologists. Archaeologists have found evidence of this diversity too. I want to say moto mansala moctezuma.
feelings.
Talk about adaptable, perfect for a quick bite on the go. A fancy feast, or even appeasing the gods with my bonkai.
Portable power.
Okay.
Bleh.
You want me to keep going, Marcos?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. No, I try to take out the gum. No need for Tupperware. It's holding back my tongue.
Bankai.
It's holding my
Wait,
tongue.
hold up. Let me take off my. I'm like Rock Lee, where he's like, hold up. Sensei, guy sensei, can I take off these weights?
These hands.
My tongue's is busy.
No need for clunky Tupperware here. These babies came pre-wrapped in husk or leaves. As seen in ancient. What is that? Codices?
Codices.
That's a word?
Codices.
Hold
Yeah.
up.
The
I need a fact check. I need to fact check
walls
this.
of cotton where they would
Pause.
put in the
Codices.
yeah.
An ancient manuscript text in book form. Okay. And noted. Wouldn't it be just an ancient codex? Is that plural?
Yeah. That's multiple. Yeah. We're not the English network here. We're not the grammar
Okay.
network.
Noted by these nosy Spaniards Duran, 1971. Perfect for warriors on the march, busy farmers, or anyone who hates doing dishes.
I mean, I'm guilty over here.
Preservation Pro. Pause. Forget your fridge. The Aztec had steaming. This clever technique still used today. To this day. Kept those tamales tasty for longer. Ortiz de Montellano?
Yes.
Okay. Who needs preservatives when you got these hands? I mean, sorry, science.
With science. These hands. And science.
These hands.
And science.
Okay, go ahead.
The Culture Club. Holy moly.
Tamales weren't just for snacking. They were offered to the gods and featured in festivals. Somehow koi is a reference. Or ku. Is that ku? Koi.
Boy.
Koi? I don't
Yes.
see no I.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Check out the Florentine Codex for proof. Those Aztecs took their tamales seriously.
Status symbol.
Forget your fancy avocado toast. In Aztec times, a tamale could show off your status.
Your
The fancier the feeling, the higher up the social ladder you were. Bernin Diaz de Castillo. Castillo. I'm thinking coastal, that's why. We were talking about West Coast, East Coast.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Making tamales was a group effort. Bringing families and communities together just to receive these hands.
Yeah, to work these hands.
Kind of like a pre-Columbian palate. What do you mean kind of like a pre-Columbian?
It is.
Anyway, but with more corn husk.
Huitlacoche, the funky fungus with a flair.
Yes. You can call it corn smut. That's how they call it.
Pause.
That's the actual. What do you mean pause? The
No,
corn
that's-
fungus might sound weird, but its earthy, savory taste
Yeah.
was a hit. Back then, I didn't see that. Florentine Codex. Where is this codex located in?
What was that?
De
Shanghai?
Sagun in Spain.
Why is it
I
there?
don't know. I don't trust no Spanish people.
What language do you speak aside from English?
Japanese.
Ni-
apparently.
Nihongo.
Your Nihongo is not Josu, my boy.
I never said it was.
Who
What
said-
was I? What was I? And it's
And-
still a delicacy. Delicacy today. Take that, truffles.
There you go.
Nutrient ninjas.
Move over, Kale. Damn, you want to move over Kale? You see how big she is in Dragon Ball Super?
Bruh.
Hand them over.
What's it? Huitlacoche packs a nutritional punch with more protein and goodies than plain corn. That's kind of weird.
Pause.
Why is the fungus have more protein?
Because it's basic. Like, read it. Keep reading. And we'll talk
Okay.
about it.
The Aztecs were onto something with this superfood.
They were probably on something too.
Yeah, that too.
They're on one. Yes.
Pause.
They
Versatile.
became like what's his name? Suko, not Suko.
What?
You remember the cactus juice thing from Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No.
No.
Where he drank like cactus juice and he got crazy.
Right. He mean you got drunk. Moonshine.
Yeah.
Versatile. Virtuoso. Huitlacoche.
Huitlacoche could be added to stews, stuffed in tamales. Pause. You name it. This fungus knows how to mingle.
Culture Club. Corn Connection.
Growing on the sacred corn plant, Huitlacoche was linked to agriculture and the gods. Talk about a divine intervention.
Ritual Rockstar.
Maybe, maybe not. Evidence in a sketchy, but something this is funky. This is
A funky fungus.
a funky. Marcos, please.
What's up with these?
Had a symbolic role in rituals. After all, it does magically transform from disease to deliciousness.
Culinary Legacy. Legacy.
Legacy. Huitlacoche is still a star in Mexican cuisine.
Yeah.
Oh, they said Kentucky. I'm like, what the hell? What does Kentucky have to do with this? Wait, what does
Delicious.
Kennedy have to do with this?
KFC.
This ancient ingredient has some serious staying power.
Power.
Wow.
Pozole versus the contenders. Everyday versus special occasions.
Tamales were the everyday heroes, while pozole was more of a VIP guest at ceremonies.
Food for the people.
Both tamales and
Bofa.
Huitlacoche was likely enjoyed by everyone, while pozole might have been a bit more exclusive. For these hands,
Cultural cachet.
how'd I say catch it?
No, cachet.
Gotta catch them all. All three had their place in Aztec culture, but pozole may have been the top dog in religious rituals,
So there you have it.
while crowning a single dominant, in quotations, dish is tough. It's clear that tamales and huitlacoche were Aztec all-stars. Versatile, delicious, and steeped in culture significance. What? That wasn't there. That's not there. That's not in the script. They offer a fascinating glimpse into the past. How if you excuse me, pause. All this talk of food has made me hungry. For these hands.
Yes.
P.S. Don't forget to check out those these sources I mentioned earlier. They're the real MVPs of this culinary journey. I don't know about Koi though. Koi seems kind of fishy.
He's coy with it.
Yeah.
Sophie D. What?
The One Piece. The One Piece is real.
My goodness, yeah. She's
One Piece. I want somebody to be called Juan and his last name be Peace.
Imagine.
One Piece.
she's from the D clan.
D what?
These hands.
But yeah, no. What do you think? What do you think, Alan? Do you agree or disagree with this statement?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a historical.
No, tamale wise, like they're like ninjas. They're every day you can, and steaming. I never thought about that. I never the steaming went over my head so fast.
I guess.
Oh yeah.
Just for cooking applications, steam has been something that a lot of cultures had developed. I mean, look at Asia with dumplings and such, right? Same thing with, I think, out in the Middle East, or not Middle East, yeah, Middle East with pierogies and stuff like that, right? Steaming has been something that people used for cooking methods. But as far as like tamales, well, you get tamales because Mexico is one of those countries that predominantly has corn. So, of course, tamales would probably make sense at some point.
Yes.
Is it something that I would gravitate towards like every day? Maybe not. Maybe
How much is for a tamale, but in your neck of the woods, Alan?
weekends. Depends who's making them. If you're going,
Off the
He's like,
block,
if it's
lady
me, it's
pushing the
free.
cart.
yeah, no. If you're gonna go to like the bodega and they have like the little food section in the back where they're slinging food, then yeah, probably you get it for like $1, $2 or something like
Oh.
that. Maybe you have a person that's
Pushing a little cart or in the van,
yeah, they have the minivan stacked with tamales.
selling you tamales, DVDs,
Yeah, well,
bootleg.
nah. The interesting thing is that they'll do like I don't know if you ever heard of guajolotas.
I
It's
think
like-
so, but that doesn't ring a bell too much.
It's very I want to say it's very Mexico City style, where they open up un bolillo or like a roll,
I was about to say.
and then they put the tamal inside, and you have carbs on carbs, right?
Yeah, no, I haven't heard that one then.
And yeah,
What do you
it's
mean?
A sandwich?
But you've had it.
Yes, I have. I haven't, but not in the streets, just at home.
Not as a name. Yeah, you didn't give
Yeah,
it a name.
mole. Yeah, with mole, tortas de tamal de mole.
I remember I saw a
Oh, the
video of
comidas.
this guy is just like he's like, "Who de asada?" And then the guy comes out of nowhere. He's like, "Mete, huh? No, eres mexicano." And he's like, "What?
Yeah.
No, it's a taco. It's good." He's like, "No, te enseño." And
I
he
mean-
grabs it and he's like, "Look, I opened the bolillo. I put the taco in the bolillo, and now you have taco de asada in un bolillo."
right,
And he's like, "Why?"
just because he can.
Just because he can.
Yeah, I've seen it with chilaquiles, and they'll put like
Bro.
Mexican crema, and they'll add more things to it, like una milanesa. Again, they'll do it.
Delicious.
Are they Akis?
No, they're Mexis.
Mexis. They're being too.
And I think the interesting thing about it is like those are the type of things that you'll see a lot, especially like in Mexico City, where personally, like I'll see it over here in New York, where you have people that have done that over there or eaten that over there, and they come over and they try to adapt it with whatever ingredients you have here. And yeah, like
What do you think of the guajolota? What do you think?
I think they're delicious. I mean, it's not something that I'll eat like 2 or 3 of them. I'll probably eat one and I'm good.
What about tamale straight? Straight tamale.
Straight, yeah. My favorite usually are the mole, number 1. Second would be salsa verde,
Yeah.
right? And that
Yeah.
could be either or with cheese or carne, whether it be like pork or pollo. Then the third one would probably have to be salsa roja or the rajas. I think it's more
Yeah.
commonly known as.
Rajas
Right?
con queso.
Yeah, and then the next one would be cominos, and
Yes,
then
sir.
the last one would probably be dulce, as far
Yeah.
as like my preference, right? So that's how I would probably enjoy them straight.
Mole, man. Mole. You're poblano to the heart.
Absolutely, all day, every day.
Amen.
Twice on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And then bun kai.
What about you, Mr. J? What's your stack on your
Bolillo.
order for the tamales? For me, basically it's cominos first, mole second, rajas con queso third, dulce fourth, ironically, salsa verde, salsa roja. I can flip in at the fourth and fifth position.
Okay,
But that cheese, if you got the right cheese, you can't go wrong. On my dad's birthday, we made tamales, right?
nice.
And we made rajas con queso
Breathe.
and dulce. So that's why there's a little bit of bias towards that. You have to use pineapple for me and canela. Like that makes the difference.
Okay.
You know what's crazy? I never liked tamales de dulce. I don't know. It always tasted weird for me.
Don't have the coloring and you don't get scared of it, but you can't make them out when you're eating. Like, oh, these candy, those dulces, or are these the regular the rajas con queso? The coloring is like a visual thing
I've
versus
always
like mole.
associated. The reason why I don't like it is because I've always associated tamales with savory, not so much sweet.
They put the pineapple and the canela. It balances it out. Like we were talking about the canela, the cinnamon, how it balances. Like my mom made first the salty ones, which is rajas con queso. It was salty, and when she added the diced pineapple.
Crust.
No, the diced pineapple and the cinnamon brought it down on the
You mean
saltiness.
cinnamon?
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be like
Synonym?
that.
Synonyms?
Both chef's kiss, made at home though.
Obviously, at home is a lot different.
Yeah, we didn't add the coloring.
Yeah, again, maybe it's for me, it's because I associate tamales with savory and not so much sweet. So
Mhm.
when given the choice, I'll eat all the ones that are savory before I'll grab a sweet one. Just
Mhm.
because to me, it's more like almost like a some sort of dessert type of.
And it was, man. It is like a dessert.
So I
I'm being
rather
too Mexican here. Sorry.
no.
man.
I mean, brother, you probably like it because you like it, bro, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that to me, if I want to get like the dessert, I'll probably gravitate towards like un pan dulce or like arroz con leche or something like that.
Yes.
Because to me, if I'm having sweet, I'm eating sweet, I'm gonna drink more sweet. Like say I get arroz con leche or atole or something, and usually the nuez. And if it's like sweet, and I'm gonna have a
Champurrado
tamal,
for me.
right, or champurrado, and you have like un tamal de dulce. Like I've seen all types of different tamales as well. Chocolate, blueberries. I mean,
They go hard, man. I'm not even knocking them.
yeah, like the way people invent the type of flavor profiles, that's great. You know,
Where they even add bugs, man. That's your protein right there too. The crickets, probably.
Personally, I've never had one of those,
Neither have I.
but I mean, again, to each their own.
Mhm.
Definitely for me, it would probably be the savory ones first, just because again, I prefer the savory when it comes to tamales. Like that's what I associate it with.
I think of the lady tamales.
Oh, yeah, definitely,
Just
yeah.
walking around.
And
The
again,
second thing I remember of a person was the steamed potatoes, los camotes.
uh-huh.
The thing like blowing on, and then
Right. Like me personally, I'll eat like 3 tamales, like maybe between 2 to 3. I don't usually eat more than that. As far
are they
as-
calorie dense, man? I don't know.
They're dense, all right. Usually, I mean, if you
Because
make
we're
them
the
right,
pig
they're-
fat.
well, but again, that's healthier than using processed seed oils or just oil in general. But I think it's because of the masa. It's just dense as an ingredient.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they're
man.
delicious, don't get me wrong. And I've tasted other takes on tamales. They like what's it called? Say like people from Colombia make tamales, right?
Yes, they
People
do.
from Salvador, Guatemala make tamales.
Guatemala, yeah.
Peru makes tamal.
So it's not only Mexico, mind you, everyone who's ever listened to this. It's basically South
I mean, it's probably the
America.
best.
Like the
No,
Mesoamerica.
I'm not saying no. Hometown's the best, yeah.
Like I think I told my coco where she's like, Salvadoran tamales are the best. I'm like, nah. Take a seat. Let me show you what we're
Sit down and open wide. No, let me stuff this down. Let me sit down.
I'm like the ratio, the fillings. Like there's no comparison. Like
You
Well-
brought in the receipts, thesis.
Well,
exactly.
the thing is, I think they use banana leaves compared, and I think parts of Mexico also have places
Towards
like
the
in Veracruz,
coast. In
right?
Veracruz, yeah.
Yucatan Peninsula, where they use banana leaves.
But
where-
we recycle. We use
Same in Puerto
corn
Rico.
husk.
will
Puerto
use
Rico
like
has tamales as well.
pastelitos, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Which is
banana
good.
leaves.
Right.
Yeah,
And it's delicious as well. Very
yes,
good.
sir.
Some may say.
But again, I insist that to Mr. Josue's point, I think the diversity in the tamales that you get in Mexico is just present, and not because
Just him. Tamales are him from
Like,
Mexico.
I just whipped out mole and I'm like, enough said. That's it.
You just
The king is
coworker.
here.
your
He's like,
coworker, where'd you say they're from?
the person that
Salvador.
Oh, okay.
just thought to themselves one day, you know what I should do? I should put carbs on carbs and put a tamale in between, a
Bolillo.
Yeah, bro. That what a genius. What a stroke of brilliance that day.
But the
huh?
bread, the Mexican bread is different too. Not even the Kaiser roll like we eat here.
Right.
What kind of
That's what we reach for because that's all we have.
On this hand.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you can go to a Mexican bakery, try to get bolillos, but again, the bolillos over here aren't as tasty or the
Are
same.
you gonna tell me it's the water or the air?
No, I'm
like the
saying
pizza?
that it's just the ingredients.
Okay.
It's just the ingredients. I mean, the
over
water.
here in the East Coast, we're like snobby because we say that the pizza rises better
It's
with
the
bread.
water. It's
Yeah, and the water. The
It's that
water.
New York water. New York.
The,
water.
the with the flavor, the flavor for the water.
I mean,
and mind
That's
you-
what I said when she said Salvadorian tamales are so much better than Mexican. I'm like, no.
She?
No.
did
I
you
was
say
like,
she-
please. Yeah, I'm like,
they're
go back down to go back down to 15 spot.
Oh damn,
Damn.
15.
I'm
you
like,
say.
Yeah, we
like, don't you worry, little thing. I'll be like, it ain't no tamal de mole.
you need to
Well,
bring her tamal de mole like here. This isn't the best, but I guarantee it's better than whatever you had.
Exactly.
Dang, bro, just like that.
I'm like, this is our okay to mid, and it'll still be better. Imagine.
Dang,
Anything you've
bro.
had, I'll be like,
Well,
here,
because
and
there's a
give me
lot of
half because I want. Yeah.
there's a lot of overlap. Because I know, like in Central America, especially in El Salvador, right? They have things like pupusas and stuff like that, which are delicious.
Those are strong. They're everywhere
delicious.
over there.
But like, if you were to be in Mexico, I think they would consider that like una gordita or something of that nature, right? Which-
In Puebla, I never tried the gorditas. I was like, what? I have a memela. Why would I need a gordita?
and even in
But
that,
also, those are
Yeah.
different than
Yes,
some
they are.
regions too.
Yes,
Right.
they are.
so
yes.
you have huaraches, you have
Yes.
memelitas, you have sopes, and apparently they're all very similar but very different at the same time, depending on the region where you are.
Yes.
All very delicious. And again, I think because of just the diversity and how big the country is of Mexico compared to other countries that are in Central America or even parts of South America, where you have more of a diversity of ingredients and the way of preparing certain things. That's why I guess you have that. Not to say that other countries don't have that.
they're not bad. They're
They're-
respectable.
Of course,
But
and
hold this.
you have
Hold these hands.
no
But
because
hold this tamal.
because you have all this back and forth and I'll just name this quick, and it is for our listeners. Trust us, we love all of you guys. There's no
Love all
shade.
your-
Love all. I'm more than happy to eat your food, guys. But the
Yeah,
thing is,
we're not saying it's bad. It's just not great.
so you'll have
It's a
this back
solid
and forth.
7. The food is solid 7 that we're talking about, and that's perfect.
Exactly.
Here's a 10. Here's a 9.5, and this is mid on the
Alright.
on the tamale scale.
So say you have that back and forth that you've always heard, right? And you have
Yes.
these paragraphs up on Instagram and YouTube, and
On the socials.
right. So you have a comparison between say Peruvian food and Mexican food, where
And Peruvian food, they are very good. They're very variety. They are very. I
They
would
have
say they're the
so much
major
variety.
culinary monsters of South America. I would say.
right. So I think in that sense, Peru really really shines. I'm not gonna say it doesn't. I think it has a very diverse type of gastronomy.
Very
right?
strong seafood. I'd say even stronger than Mexico personally.
Well, again, depending on who you ask and where you go, I think what tends to happen a lot of the times is that, say, Mexico has both Pacific and Atlantic, where other countries don't have that, and you have North and South in the sense of we have North Pacific.
I'd say so. Yeah, I
South
agree.
Pacific,
I didn't think about it that way.
North Atlantic, South Atlantic, right?
Yeah.
And compared to where Peru is, where you have a lot of Pacific, right? And you have a lot of things like ceviche and stuff like that, which
Yeah, I was
again,
gonna say
very
that.
good.
Yeah.
But the influences on both countries from other countries have been very different. where you have a lot of
Italian cuisine in Peru.
Asian and Italian cuisine that like mix very well with the ingredients that they have over there. That's where you get lomo, right? Saltado.
Yes, lomo saltado.
That's where you have like tallarines verdes,
Is the
right?
one with the you add the lemon, jalea or whatever that is?
Right. Then you have jalea, and then you have other
These
other-
hands. These
And
hands
then
are
how-
international.
I like the calamari with like empanizado. I don't know the name of it.
Yeah,
Isn't that also halea?
that's part of the jalea. Yeah.
Okay.
So you also have things like chaufa, right? But that's a
Yeah.
adopted or a
Chinese?
borrowed word from China, right?
Yeah.
Where you have xiaofa, right? Some chaufa.
Bless you.
No, thank you, sir. So you have chaufa, chaufadillas, right? La chifa is very famous over there because it's very, very unique in it has that Chinese element, but also the Peruvian elements that mix very well. And you
Yes.
have these great dishes.
And the
Again,
pasta game is strong.
yes, the tallarines over there. You have tallarines verdes, tallarines saltados. All that is delicious. Again, you have the Amazon very close by, so you have all these other type of ingredients that you can have.
Culinary possibilities.
You have the
if you will.
north, right? You have the north where you have
the
different type-
Andes.
right? Exactly, and then you have the Pacific, right? So there's a lot of things that contribute to their cuisine, which is very good.
Yes.
But again,
You
now
don't
we
got
go-
these hands.
You go to Mexico, and
Yeah, in Puebla specifically. I introduced my coworker on Friday, this past Friday, as of this recording.
right?
He's from Guatemala and said, "Have you had this Mexican dish specifically from Puebla? What's the name of it? Semitas."
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh my god!" And I think the semita bread doesn't use egg, right?
Sure.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, like he's like, "These are good." Like, yeah, and then here, look, here's a torta de jamón. Like, oh my god, con queso. Like, see, look, this is simple. Like bolillos, the salt bread, bolillo. And he's like, "Oh my god, these are good," and he liked it.
From what I know, I think Mexico has about 7 culinary regions just in the country alone.
And Puebla is crazy. Their game is crazy. Just
Yeah,
in
so-
Puebla situation,
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you how many Peru has, but
a lot
I know-
more, I'd say.
I think they only have 3, like the ones I mentioned. So north,
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
north, south, and the sea, right? So those are like predominantly the 3 regions, where Mexico has about 7 regions of culinary regions. So again, you're gonna have a diverse menu of culinary experiences right there. So again, not to say that one is better than the other. It's just that your preference is your preference, and because I was born into a Mexican family, that's my preference, and I know it better than other cuisines. And again, I think Mexico has a very strong presence, even in the United States. I think, I'm not sure. I think
I'm biased. I'm gonna say it is.
I think Mexican cuisine is the number one cuisine in the U.S. at the moment. I'm not. I could be wrong. It could be Italian. It could be Indian. It could be Chinese.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but I
mean,
think Mexico.
Does
is
any
up there.
other cuisine have a day of the week assigned to it? Taco Tuesday? I don't think so.
What do you mean? There's meatless Mondays for the vegetarian.
Is that from a country?
Yeah, the U.S. They're crazy like that.
They're crazy like that.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean, there's Pizza Fridays, right?
Where I want some. Yeah. I introduced semitas on Friday, so
Those are good.
I'm telling you, my accent goes a little bit more towards like, yeah, man.
My pizza voice gets a little high when I say.
I get excited about food.
Exactly.
these hands.
These hands are made for
These
grabbing.
hands.
Semitas and tortas and tacos.
But also these hands.
You
Yeah.
guys willing to go for number 2, or you guys want to?
But there's a number 2.
Yeah.
What's that? Where is
These hands.
Well, cut off at Kennedy's fried chicken.
Come on, what? What?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Kennedy's fried chicken.
Yo, I thought it was Kentucky,
Oh, no, there's another spot that's called, instead of KFC, it's called Kennedy's fried chicken.
and it doesn't infringe on their copyright.
No, I don't know if it's a knockoff, but yeah, I've seen it around.
Damn. Or should I hold? Because like I went a little bit deeper on the Huitlacoche stuff.
The
and I
corn
want to know if
smut?
you got.
Yes.
Whoa. PG. No, this is this. That's literally how it's called, dear listeners or viewers, wherever you're watching or listening to this. Want to go in? Would you like to help me on this one, Alan?
Where it says, okay, buckle up.
Yes, sir. Yes,
No, it
please.
says, okay, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to dive deep into the fascinating world of funky fungi. Forget your, what the hell does that say? Okay, forget your probiotics. No, portobellos.
Portobello.
Forget your portobellos and shiitakes. We're talking about the Mexican delicacy that's so good. It'll make you say, "Ole mole guacamole." And it says the Mexican truffle, in quotes, is a corn fungus that's more prized than a winning lottery ticket. While other countries might turn their nose up at the corn smut, Mexico has been savoring its unique flavor since the Aztecs, emperors rather, were rocking what the featherhead heart. So it says here, Valdez Lopez, a etc. Al. What?
Yeah, that's the quote.
Oh, okay. It says Huitlacoche Ustilago.
Yeah,
Midas?
my dish. Yeah.
Midas touch, I hope. An iconic Mexican fungal resource rather, by cultural importance, nutritional content, bioactive compounds, and potential biochemical
Applications. That's the source, basically.
Biotech. I think that's what it says.
Imagine a flavor of an explosion in your mouth. Wait a minute.
Okay. So it says, yeah, right. So imagine a flavor explosion that's earthy, mushroomy, and sweet all at once, with a hint of corn and a whisper of vanilla. It's like a party in your mouth. Pause. These hands. And everyone's invited. No wonder Huitlacoche is a rock star in Mexican cuisine, starting in everything from quesadillas to soups.
Yeah, Huitlacoche quesadillas, the chef's kiss.
Right. And then there's the reference.
That's the source, yeah.
Or the source. This ain't just a pretty fungus. Huitlacoche is packed with protein, fiber, and essential amino acids. It's like a nutritional superhero in disguise, fighting off those lysine deficiencies with every bite. Okay. Now, if you're outside Mexico and craving this corn-tastic fungus, fear not. While there's no perfect match, some ingredients can pinch hit for Huitlacoche in a culinary pinch.
You said it right.
Truffles, these fancy fungi bring the entire aromatic vibes, even if they might cost you an arm and a leg. Mushrooms, shiitake, morel, your friendly neighborhood mushrooms can step in with their earthy, savory goodness and variety of textures. Chayote squash. This humble squash might surprise you with its slightly firm texture, reminiscent of cooked Huitlacoche. And then
I've had chayote. I think we've all had chayote here.
Yeah, chayote is delicious.
It's bomb.
It is. Huitlacoche is having its moment in the global spotlight, popping up in fancy restaurants and
popping off.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying it myself.
Popping up in fancy restaurants and gourmet markets worldwide. Looks like the world is finally catching on to what Mexico has known all along. This funky
for thousands
fungus,
of years, man.
Yes. This funky fungus is a culinary treasure. And then you get the source. And then it says, so there you have it, folks. The lowdown on Huitlacoche. The fungus that's more fun than a barrel of monkeys. And tastier too. Now go forth and explore the wonderful world of edible fungi.
Because we're fungi. We're not fungi. And have a Huitlacoche quesadilla. Pretty good.
Those are delicious, man.
Yeah, like people would make a business over there in the street market. Huitlacoche. What's the other one? ¿Cómo se llaman las the ones that have the beans, the sweet beans, Sweet beans. Sweet beans and que parece como quesadilla.
Sweet beans.
Molotes. No, not the molotes.
Molotes or others?
What's the other one that's like with the blue corn that they do?
Dobladitas?
Yeah, that they're folded but they're big, like quesadilla size. And there was like sweet beans inside.
Never had that, bro.
Sweet beans. Man. I'll text it. It's in my head now.
Sweet beans. The only sweet bean I've ever tasted was takoyaki.
Yeah, but there's in Mexico.
Taiyaki. I'm sorry, taiyaki.
Keep talking and I'll look
the little fish. Yeah. That little fish that's like breaded fish or not. It's like a design. And they have a filling of red sweet beans in Japan. That's the only time I've ever tasted sweet beans. Mochi is like pounded out rice, so it's not beans. But in Mexico, I've never tasted sweet beans. I've only tasted savory beans. And they're all very delicious. Like frijolitos de olla, delicious.
Keep going. I'm still looking.
No, yeah, go ahead, bro. I'm just saying, I've never had these sweet beans that you speak of in quesadilla or
It looks like a
similar.
quesadilla form, but no cheese. It's only beans.
Beans that are sweet in Mexico. I've never had. I don't think I've had it. And
It's like fermented beans, though.
fermented beans.
Yeah.
Like the only fermented bean I could remember is probably maybe lima beans, I think. But fermented, huh? It's interesting.
Agua fresca? No,
No,
that's something else.
Like
Mexican churros? No.
beans
Continue.
that are
Gorditas? No. Gorditas are little corn
no.
cakes? No, that's something else.
Are you sure it's like a tortilla or
Yeah, they sell
could
it
it
like
be
alongside
something
with
different?
the memelas, quesadillas, tlacoyos. There you go. That's in my head. There you go.
Well, Tlacoyos doesn't have sweet beans inside.
Yeah, they're not
Ours-
sweet.
For me, it is. Well, depending on the town you're in.
Have you taken your meds, Marcos?
I've always had Tlacoyos with cheese and beans in it, but never
Gigi.
sweet beans. Sweet beans.
A calculator. I say tlacoyos and it goes for calculator. When they say it different, tla.
Yeah, with
TLA.
TL. Yeah, TLA.
I've heard tlacoyos,
That's kind of like the sound that it makes.
the
when you-
local thing, yeah.
Yeah.
How to say how to make
Tlacoyo.
tla
Tla.
with TL.
Yeah.
Tlacoyos.
It's just easier.
It's tlacoyos. I'm even saying tlacoyos, 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 tlacoyos.
Well, the thing is that I think our English tongue is just used to saying C, right? Like kla.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes,
it's-
like
but
clap.
yeah, but it's not these hands. But it's TLA, so tla.
So listen. Tlacoyos are thick corn dough tortillas in an oval or rhomboidal shape, usually filled with beans, pork, cracklings, or broad beans.
But even the broad beans aren't sweet.
These are served topped with salsa, nopales, yep, I've had with the nopales, cheese, yep, y cilantro, yep, as a common dish in the central states of Mexico, aka the country. Tlacoyos are often sold as breakfast in the city or of Toluca. Damn, yeah, Toluca's pretty nice. They are made using blue corn. That's what I meant. The blue corn. There you go. Blue corn masa and stuffed with broad beans. Yeah. Other fillings. Yeah, I've had and
Very
potatoes. I've never had the potatoes ones.
Very delicious.
But yeah, man. I'm just saying, man. Like, even though it's just tortillas, it's very flavorful. Anything, even the huitlacoches con tlacoyos,
Yeah.
can't go wrong.
The squash
Now,
blossom.
when are we
or-
gonna get an anime of the Mexican cuisine? No, imagine.
Well, we would have to, I guess, make it our own, right? We would have to start our own anime
Our own studio.
company. Yeah, studio and all the other little fixins, right? So we
Studio
would
beans.
nah, bro. That sounds beans.
Give it the bean. The bean touch.
Would be Studio Huitlacoche.
The corn smut studio.
And corn smut studio. That has a nice ring to it, buddy.
No. The CS. No, CS Productions. What is the CS?
Los Tres Tacos Industries.
Yes. Los
Pozole.
taqueros industry.
Pozole Productions.
The deep. You can't grasp the depth. Why? Used to be made with man meat. What do you mean, man meat? I said it, man meat. I'm only here for what I likes you and I wants you.
Damn, bro.
That literally. He's a warrior after all.
Sounds wild, bro. But okay.
But yeah, I'm like Alan, he's been sliding it in like a little fungus, you know, like it's been digging into my
Little
brain.
fungus, huh?
It's been digging into my brain like what? And where did you first find this? Like on the streets or on Instagram, on YouTube, Alan?
No, on my plate when I ate it in Mexico.
Yeah.
It's the first time I had
He said,
it.
"What this?"
It's delicious, bro.
Were you with
Family
family or just solo?
my parents? No,
Okay,
my
okay.
parents. We went out to eat and they were like, "Oh, mira, tienen este huitlacoche." I'm like, "Oh, whatever that is, let me get some." And they held it down and in a quesadilla, and it was so good, bro. And they had flor de calabaza
Yes.
and the one with chicharrón y frijolitos,
Yes.
bro. And then salsa verde, obviously, bro. Other level, bro.
Next up, you know, I heard a saying that allegedly a lot of the popular foods that we know from Europe, all those things were made by like people, like poor people, because they needed to do it on the go. Remember that pasta Alfredo you shared me, or was it me? No, you shared me the pasta Alfredo story.
I think a lot of some of the greatest plates of food ever served have been out of necessity.
There
not
you go.
necessarily because people had much to make, right? So things like ratatouille, things like frickin' you name it, right, are usually come from necessity, not because they had plenty of. So it kind of, it's ingrained into the people, into the actual people of the community, because they didn't have much. And in that sense, like once you have like the old continent coming over to the new continent, you have all these mixture of new ingredients influxing and mixing with the things that they brought, right? So
Yes.
a lot of it was like baked goods, right? So that's where you get tortas, right? Because now you have bread, and obviously you have the cooking mechanics or procedures, right? Like the standard breading procedure, right, of making milanesas, right? Even the word is very
That's French.
French, yeah, Milanese. So you have milanesas de pollo, and now you have bread, but now you have things that are here in the Americas, like chile pocle, right?
Where's quesillo from? Is it from Europe or is that Oaxaqueño
I
originally?
think cheese making is from Europe, is very European, but
Yes.
the milk and the ingredients that were here were very different from over there. So
Yes.
hence why we have quesillo. It's very mozzarella like in the
Because
sense,
I
but
think
it's
a
not.
ball of cheese, matza, yeah.
So you get,
Masa, matza,
well, remember, matzah is more of a Jewish thing, right?
matza, mozzarella.
No, the flat bread, the unleavened
Yeah.
bread, matzah.
No, when they say matza, mozzarella, like I hear the Italians were like, "Oh, I got a pound."
I think they pronounce it mozzarella.
Muzza, yeah.
So again, I could be wrong on pronunciation. I'm not an expert on so many languages like that. But I think it's like you have burrata, right? You have mozzarella, you have pecorino romano.
They just say Spanish with a little bit of a twang.
Well, it's that Latin.
I know, and I think theirs actually original.
Yeah. So, but again, we'll have that, but we also contribute things like chiles, right? So we have the
Y tomate, I mean-
chipotles. Right, or things like aguacate to go along, a papalo.
Papalo, yeah.
To go in those-
Huitlacoche.
Again, those are the ingredients that you have that mixture, right?
Corn.
Corn, and you have that mixture going in. You have ham, right? Because a lot of people also put ham, frijolitos, right? Embarrados.
Beans? Wasn't beans in Europe already because of the Middle East connection?
Again, yes, but like putting all those ingredients together to make that dish is what I'm saying. That's why you have so many things like that, right? Same thing with perhaps enchiladas, and then you have all enchiladas, chilaquiles, right? You have enchiladas suizas, right? Or you have el
Oh.
trompo, right?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
like a Middle Eastern thing, right?
So you have the I want to say the Lebanese brought over the kebab, right?
Kebab, yeah.
And then you have the adobado, right? So you have the pork being marinated in Mexican spices,
Pipián rojo, yeah.
and you have the tacos adobados, or you have pipián, or you have mole, or you have things like wash mole or other dishes, right?
Yeah, chilatole? No, that's something else.
Chilatole. No, chilatole. There's another. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. That's very delicious, buddy.
Pipián and chilatole are...
Very delicious.
My hats go off who can make those.
And then
'Cause
you
they're all like seed.
have the process of people making ensalada nopal with all those ingredients that come together.
I don't know why people find it as an insult when they say tienes el nopal en la frente. I'm like, you don't know the nutritional properties of nopales?
Well, I guess it's just
They find that as an insult over there.
yeah, a backhanded way of saying, come on, stop acting so new to this. You're,
Like country
Mexican.
bumpkin. I'm like,
No. More like you think that you're above, like, I guess, classical Mexican things. Like, why are you so against it? Why are you acting so Americanized, I guess you can say? And they treat you like, oh, come on, you're no sabo kid. There's another one.
That's
that
another
they
one here. Or
Yeah.
here's a towel
use. A towel. Like, wipe
for
yourself
the
off.
wetback. Yeah, yeah, wipe yourself off for the wetback.
Right. But yeah, I guess those are the things that you commonly hear. And I mean, it's to each their own.
Even over there in Mexico, like I told you my coffee story. Is it like, tell me you're from the market without telling me you're from the market?
Really?
Yeah, when they say, oh yeah, nada más quiero un café negro, por favor, or a black coffee, please.
Okay.
Like, what do you want? Just sugar and coffee. Oh,
Yeah, no, even for me, like personally,
and
I don't
canela. And
Yeah,
cinnamon.
I don't let those type of things get to me just because it's like, I mean, I'm comfortable.
And that
in my
wasn't
own
from the
skin.
worker. It was from my classmates over there. Like,
No, yeah,
tell me
of
from-
course, bro.
yeah, I mean, kids are being kids,
Yeah,
ribbing
I mean, but
everyone else.
it gets to a point where me personally, I'm comfortable in my own skin. I know who I am. I don't need somebody telling me that this or that or the fifth, because at the end of the day, listen, you're the only one that knows who you really are, bro. If you fully feel like you're Mexican with an American citizenship, that's what you are, bro. That
Versus over there, like being a student.
yeah,
You know, bullying. What they call bullying here is like, oh, that's just a regular day over there. What do you mean?
yeah. Like to me, it's like I've
Toxic
had
personality. You need a toxic personality over
yeah.
there.
It's like I've had friends and family, or more so family, right? Say, but you're from over there. You're not essentially one of us. Like,
And then if you're over there, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
you're from. And if you're over there, oh, you're from over there. You're not
And-
one of us.
yeah,
It's the
and-
same thing in either way.
yeah. Like to me, like I can, take it to heart and be like, man, I have an identity
Nah,
crisis, but
not
at this-
really.
Not
Yeah.
really. No. I mean, at the end of the day, again, I feel comfortable in my own skin. I know who I am, and people are gonna you're gonna rock with people that are gonna treat you like the best way possible, and that's how I look at it. Just deal with the
But
people
yeah.
that treat you the best, and that's it, bro. And you.
I'm just letting you know,
reciprocate
like
that.
over there in schools, they're brutal. The kids, like
I
you
bet they
have
are,
to
bro.
be a bully to be a regular person over there.
I guess, bro, but that also comes with the territory of sometimes people just do that because they feel intimidated by you, because you're either smarter than them, or better looking than them, or what
Damn.
have you. And in your case, Marquitos, I know that you're probably
Calm down. Calm down.
good looking fellow over there.
Calm down. I'm over here. I call myself Mr. Chancho Man.
Hey, yo. I mean, but fast forward, bro. How long ago was it when you were in school, bro? It's been a minute.
It's been a while. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
anymore. I'm just saying as like a
Yeah.
personal experience, whomever is lit, to whomever it may resonate. That if you want to feel, if you feel bullied, trust me, there's other worse places. You just
Bro. I mean, again, to your point, bro. We're gonna deal with those type of
be
things.
happy of your food, man.
Yeah, bro.
Be happy of everything. You're
It all
you.
trickles back to food, right?
Of course. Mr. J over here throwing these handsing everyone.
Bun kai.
Oh yeah.
These hands.
There you go. See, and then the bombastic side eye.
Absolutely.
What about what do you guys think?
I think
You wanna
this
wanna
new,
go out for a torta? Wanna go out for some? For
yeah,
some
bro.
semitas?
I'm super down. And obviously, speaking of tortas and semitas, yo, how about these new freaking animes coming out for this season, huh?
These snacks, are we eating good?
Yo, I'm guessing.
I told Mr. J earlier this week. I finished Kaiju. I finished
Oh, how was
the
Kaiju?
Kaiju number 8.
Yeah,
I
how was
finished Dan 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 Dan.
it? Okay, how was that? All right.
It was good. It was good. I need to look at my receipts. Continue though. Continue talking.
Did you finish up Don Machi, bro?
Did it start?
Don Machi's probably it's stuck at 2. I think the last 2 episodes are gonna come out in the spring season, just because they had like a freaking something happened over there with the team where they weren't able to complete it for this season, so they're gonna do it for the spring season, I believe. Same thing. Well, not same thing, but I think Bleach is also moving into that direction of finishing up or getting ready for the Hell arc, or part of the Hell arc. I'm not sure. Marcos. No, sorry. No. Josue. No.
See, Mr. J, I'm not the only one.
Chakacha.
So also this new season of Solo Leveling is also pretty fire. I'm guessing.
Right.
Yes.
I stand up.
He's like,
Wakey, eggs and bakey.
I alone am the honored. So yeah. Other than that,
Isn't it this year?
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Same thing.
Do you guys feel like it's falling off?
No?
Good. Me neither.
I think what people
You know what's never falling off?
These hands.
These hands.
But what I think people tend to forget is that at some point you're going to have a season or a couple episodes of world building in order for the story to progress, right? Adding
Yes.
new characters. So to some people, it might feel like it's slow or it's not really doing much for you. But when you kind of like stand back and look at the body of work in its entirety, you need those type of like what people would consider slow,
Filler.
not filler, slow episodes where you're getting to know new characters. They're being introduced. And it almost makes the anime not watchable because you're like, who wants to see people talk? Or why is
Damn.
why is this person going over there and talking to a rando? I don't know. And there's foreshadowing that you're not privy to until, 3, 4, 5 episodes down the road, or even next season down the road. So that has a lot to do with it, right? So same thing where certain animes do it a little bit better than others. Where anime that I really enjoy, even the downtime of having that world building, is Mushoku Tensei. I think they're very good at it. Where even if there's no action, but the story is so compelling, so good that you don't mind, right? At least for me, I don't mind.
I mean, this is your own take. This is Alan's take.
Yes, this is my take. Where it's like a lot of people really like ReZero, not my favorite.
After season 1, when the blue-haired maid, got eaten by the whale, got gobbled up, I'm done.
Yeah, well, again, I never watched anything after the first season. First season, yeah, like that's where I stopped. But again, I hear good things. Again, I prefer the Mushoku Tensei.
Rem, there you go.
Right. And then like another one that I really enjoyed this story is Danmachi's story. I think that's a really great story. And even when it's set in a time where they're doing like story or building out the story, like
Yeah,
I find
that
that
one's
enjoyable.
strong. Yeah.
Yeah, I find it.
I've seen 3 seasons of them. I liked it. Even the world building part where they get spoilers, when they
Right.
get that little dragon or that monster that's from the dungeons, that
right,
sentience.
exactly.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. But again, now going towards Eminence and Shadow, I think
Eminem and Shadow.
Eminence and Shadow, right? So that particular story, when it starts growing or having world building, maybe it's not as good as the other ones I mentioned, but I think
Agreed.
it's still good enough to watch through because it is going to progress to the later part of the story, which I find it enjoyable.
And we hear his head voice when he's monologuing. That also world builds.
Right. What's another one that came out this season that also is trying to do world building? The other isekai where something chronicles where dude
Wind Chronicle? No. Go ahead. You can grab if you have it on your phone. You can check.
yeah, I'm probably gonna do that right now real quick. So basically it's the one where the dude gets,
Spirit Chronicles.
yes, that one, thank you, Spirit Chronicles, thank you Mr. J. So that's the one where the homie in this latest season started building out the story where he's grabbing more people to his attention and connecting with new people that are in seats of power
Smash.
in different kingdoms. And
He's showing their hands. I mean, he's showing his hands.
he's showing more than his hands. He's showing his sword, and he almost gets
He's
killed.
unsheathing his sword.
Yeah, and he almost kills the person that killed his mother in front of him when he was a child. So you kind of get a little sense of redemption, but there's still more to be done. So that's why it seems like, okay, that part of action is pretty good.
Yes.
So another one that I would say that might be a good watch with world building, but there's plenty of action that I enjoyed was
One Piece.
I mean, you could say that one, but
That's a default. What do you mean?
Exactly.
One Piece is like the energy levels already around us.
I'm gonna say that as they reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my
The one that's an assassin.
no the other that one too, but the one that's I'll use my appraisal skills to rise in the that
In
I
the
thought
world.
I thought that one was good, at least for me. Shangri-La Frontier.
Frontier.
I
Yes.
think that one is a good one. The
It ended on the. I feel like on the filler,
yes.
but at the same time, it was necessary.
What do you mean ended? It's still going.
It's ongoing.
No,
yes.
for the season.
It's still ongoing.
Yeah, it's still going.
But when the last time,
I see what
you're
you're saying.
talking
Yeah. When they
they
paused.
defeated the grave guy,
Okay.
What great guy.
the grave, the one that
Yeah.
that they had.
The samurai looking guy, right?
Yeah,
The Tomb Master?
yeah, the Tomb Guardian,
Yeah. So
that guy. Yeah,
I think
his world was strong. His world building.
I think that's a good show with like even with the world building it's doing, it does a pretty good job to keep you entertained. Where Arifueta isn't as strong,
Yeah, agreed.
but the action is still good enough where you want to watch it because you know that the payoff is a little bit later or hopefully in the next season. I don't know if you guys watched Blue Lock, but I thought that was pretty
that a-
dope.
The soccer one.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty dope. Not
Okay.
gonna lie. I thought it was
Okay.
pretty good. The one I
You know
did.
what was really dope this season?
Which one?
Breach of Brave Soul. No, well, not Brave Souls, but
That's a phone game, I think.
exactly. Yeah, with the Bankai.
Yes.
Katenkyoko Tsukarema Shinju.
What about Boruto? Is it still like a meme to make fun of it?
Who?
Yes.
Damn. You guys answered my question in different ways, but the same answer.
The Sword Art
Oh, who?
Online
But
one?
black to Bleach, though.
What?
Bleach.
Black to Bleach?
man.
Black to Bleach, yes.
Bleach was magnifique, especially at the opening.
C'est magnifique. C'est magnifique.
Let's go with SAO, man. If anything, you want to go with the new sword, not the
No.
steady sword.
Bleach Brave Souls.
So the SAO one was the alternate Gun Gale one, which is I think is the second season.
Who?
Exactly.
Yes, Gungil, yes.
I watched the whole thing, but I didn't watch it. Let me explain.
You invested your time on it?
I watched it, but it got to points where I just didn't follow the story too much because I not that they're not Kirito and they're not Asuna, so
They're not him.
Yeah, I don't feel that connection to watch it. But I watched it just to know or to say that okay, maybe there's something to it. And honestly, I didn't really enjoy it. Let me just say that.
Wasn't there an isekai about whatchamacallit DC characters going into the Suicide Squad?
I never watched it. You
Not
know
even
what?
worth
I really watched that. I think it's from the creator of Danmachi. Was Wistoria Wand and something else or Wand?
Yeah,
and Sword?
that was really good.
Something
I thought
X?
that was no.
No,
Wistoria-
Wisteria is like from wand to sword, or no, sword to wand. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah,
From
that,
sword to him.
That one is good.
Mhm.
I really enjoyed that one. I
Okay.
think that the second season is going to be world building, and hopefully they do the same thing that they do in Danmachi, which will make the story progress and get hopefully a third and a fourth and a fifth season as well.
What about Shield Hero?
I hope that gets another season as well, but hopefully they work on
What season did it
on the
end on?
director. Hopefully they get a better director.
Or what about you think that death could kill me or dying could stop me? I am Rose D Gold or something like that. What's the name of that one? What's that? Rose B Gold or something, or Voldy Gold.
Oh, Misfit Demon Academy.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the
I don't
status
know.
of
We'll
that?
see.
What's the
That one
status?
already
on-
finished. That one already had another season, so we don't know. I think they announced another one. But nothing set to date.
Okay.
But
However,
enough about last year. Now we're talking about this year.
Yeah.
we're just 11 days in. What do you mean?
Nah.
That's enough. This
So-
is no more Happy New
now-
Year's for you.
Starting off, we have a
Hey,
solo
Joe.
leveling.
Hey Joe, season 2.
Not
No.
here.
I'm sorry.
But yeah,
My heart. can
solo
only handle so
leveling
much.
season 2. They're
Yes.
calling this Arise from the Shadows.
Yes.
Or Riz.
Riz.
I think this is in between now. I think this is setting up for the Juju Island. I think they said they're going to make a movie out of it.
Yo,
Is it
that
good Jeju or
Jeju
bad
Island.
Jeju?
No, I think it's pronounced Jeju, but I could be wrong.
Is it Jeju? It might be Jeju. I don't know.
I
I've
don't
seen
speak
different
the language.
translation.
Yeah.
I don't want to be insulted.
USO.
I don't know how to speak Korean.
Yeah.
I
love
played
it, though. I
these
love their
games.
food. I love their food though.
Yo, food's fine.
But yeah, I think this is the in between, like getting to that. I think it's called Jeju Island. Or I think they're producing into a movie. I've heard that they're producing a movie. I might be wrong.
Is it canon, the movie?
Yeah, it'll be happening. Yeah, the events of Jeju Island, which is like this like super hard island that they all faced a long time ago,
Those
and
monsters,
then like
yeah,
it came back, and there's like supposed to be this super hard boss.
with a vengeance.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Next
a lot
on
of
my
them
list
died.
here.
Is Campfire coming back for the second season, Josue?
Food cooking, campfire, something like that.
Yeah,
don't see
Campfire cooking in another world.
With the dog, right? The white dog or wolf.
Yes,
something like
yes, that one exactly, Marcos.
that? Campfire cooking or something like that.
I hope.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I think it's gonna get maybe not this season, but hopefully.
Yeah. But yeah, the next thing I have here, and I don't know why this is number 2, ReZero season 3. I think this is continuing on from last season.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Another one is Arifueta is still continuing. I
Season
think it's
3?
16 episodes.
Very good, very good.
Next we have Shangri-La Frontier.
Yes, we
Very
take
good,
those.
This part of the season is probably going to cover the fight that they have again with Corion or the wolf, the Night Slayer.
Yeah.
And then I think they're also talking about the octopus, the Kraken
Hey, yeah.
as well.
Very good, very good.
Pause.
Next we have the Apothecary Diaries season 2.
I've only saw a little bit of
This
that
was
season.
also from last
Yeah.
season.
Yeah,
Let's continue.
I did not watch any of this, and I shall not.
I only saw a little bit
And
of it.
then, and only then, do we have the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You season 2.
100% Riz.
I'm definitely watching that. Yeah.
Rizonomics.
Next, we have Sakamoto Days.
How is that?
Sakamoto.
Have you guys watched that?
I haven't watched it.
Sakamoto?
Bless
No,
you.
He's a retired I think, spy or assassin or something.
So it says Taro Sakamoto was once a legendary hitman considered the greatest of all time. Bad guys feared him. Assassin revered him. Ladies came up to him.
Pause.
But then one day he
How's
quit,
that a pause?
got married, and had a baby. He now lives in the quiet life, the owner of the neighborhood store. But how long can Sakamoto
What is he,
enjoy
John
his
Wick?
days of
The
retirement
happy
before he
ending?
passes
Basically.
catches up?
Yeah, basically. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
but it's like John Wick gained a few pounds and he became a dad.
Dad bod instead of assassin
But he still
bod.
can like rock the moves he had back in the day.
I mean, he still uses them to run the shop, man.
Hey, these hands, Marcos, I'm
That's
telling you,
young
man.
uncle. That's young uncle right there from the Jackie Chan show.
But yeah,
Esas manos,
anyway,
esas manos.
next here we have
Mano
I'm
derecha.
getting married to a girl I hate in my class.
Huh? I mean, he hates
Exactly.
in class but loves out on the streets.
Pause. High school student Saito Hojo is set to inherit his grandfather's major corporation. First, he must marry Akane Sakura Mori, the
Wait,
girl he despises the most, and who hates him just as much.
For what?
The two are determined to keep their unexpected marriage a secret from their classmates, but as they begin their newlywed life, the distance between them starts to close.
What do you
Giggity.
mean? Yeah, like what do you mean
It's
by
your
that?
typical like, I hate you, but now that I live with you, I love you.
Very good.
So basically, I passed time with you. You're
No, it's
tolerable.
what's that one? Do you remember the other one where like one is like really is like a blonde girl who's like half American, and then the other guy whose family is like
She's an
a
acrobat
mafia.
and mobsters. Yeah.
Oh, Nisekoi.
Yeah, it's like that.
Is there a dub for that?
Nisekoi or this one?
Nisekoi. And yes.
I think so.
I think so.
Okay. So just watch Nisekoi.
There you go.
Basically,
Just watch
watch it
Nisekoi.
and then read the
My
rest
man
in the
said
manga.
Solutions.
I think
Next we
Nisekoi
have
had a love triangle, I think.
Yeah, they did.
yeah. This one
Oh.
doesn't though.
But this,
There you go. That's better.
I think they had 5 protagonists at that.
Really?
I think so.
Damn.
Next,
Something about a
we
necklace.
have Dr. Stone, Getting Stoned by Dr. Stone. Science future. After the battle on Treasure Island, Senku, I haven't even watched the last season, the last 2
No,
seasons.
it was good. It was good.
And the gang return to the kingdom of science with their sights set on the moon. They must first voyage to the Americas and hopes
Everyone got
of
stoned at
beginning
the
to
end.
harvest the required materials. Through teamwork and science, they continue to fight to save humanity once and for all.
Yeah, they spoilers.
I still
on the
haven't
end.
watched the second or third, whatever season in between this are,
Let me just spoil it for you. People get stoned.
by Dr. Stone.
Yes.
Anyway,
It
Next
gets wet.
year.
People get stoned, and then people get unstoned.
next we have the bogus skill, Fruit Master. About that time, I became able to eat unlimited numbers of skill fruits.
Unlimited power.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think I've heard
That
about
kill
this.
you. There you go. In a world where eating skill fruits grants special powers, Light, a boy who seeks to become the world's greatest adventurer, obtains the Fruit Master skill, a bogus skill specializing in fruit cultivation that is completely useless in combat. Eating a second skill fruit results in death, so there are no do-overs. Meanwhile, his childhood friend, Reina, who is promised to become an adventurer with him, achieves
So she's a queen.
S rank in record time. The
She's a
gap
queen,
between them
yeah.
widens. Light spends his days farming and training with a sword, but one day, he accidentally eats a second skill fruit. Why am I not dying? Light avoids certain death and learns the incredible true power of the Fruit Master skill.
His name is White
He
Light.
can eat as many skill fruits as he wants. His overpowered ability allows him to gain an ability every time he eats one, for an unlimited number of times. The worst skill ever is actually the best skill ever. Giggity.
So this is like a One Piece, but with a spin, with a twist. And there's no boats, and there's no big, grand line.
There's no but?
There's no grand line.
No.
There's no boats.
So yeah, to sum it up better, he has a childhood friend. She gains the skill Sword Saint and is required to join the S rank party. While he
can
just
handle swords,
cultivates
damn.
fruit and grows them, he adopts a little girl. The little girl cooks for them. She sees the skill fruit, doesn't know what they are, and uses the fruit in the soup. He eats it. She gains an ability, and he's like, why am I not dying? The girl gains the ability of an appraisal skill. She learns that a fruit master has the ability to negate all poisons from any fruit.
She
So that
doesn't. She
includes
didn't
the
have
skill
a fruit
fruit.
skill originally.
No, she doesn't have a fruit skill originally. And so she learns that his fruit master negates all poisons from any fruit available.
Did he gain the appraisal ability as well?
No. He
Damn.
gained the second skill, which is Sword God, which
Damn.
basically buffs his stats specifically for sword fighting by a lot.
Specifically, like with Reyna, if you will. Reyna is sword saint, you were saying, and he
Yeah.
is a sword god on God.
But yeah, what else? What else do we have
I like
here?
it. I like it. What's the name of it?
Bogus skill, Fruit Master. That's all
One
I'm gonna
Piece
say.
Light. Yes.
Basically. And what else? So it says here we're getting a quintessential quintuplet special 2, which I think is just a single episode. It's 2 episodes talking about who knows what.
I think it's like an
Forgot about
OVA,
that.
no? It's just the OVA.
Yeah. Possibly the greatest alchemist of all time. Iruma Takumi finds himself caught up in a hero summoning, even though he's not a hero, summoned by mistake to a mild guard, a fantasy world of sword and magic. Takumi is
Mid-world.
given the chance to start over. Though he dreams of a peaceful life, the goddess Neuland grants him alchemy, an ultra-powerful skill that allows him to create anything from holy swords to flying ships. He's reluctant. His reluctant adventure begins now.
Creative mode.
Basically. Next here we have Blue Boxu. Do these sports cross lovers have a chance? Of course they do, because why not?
Blue and boxing.
Talki Inomata loves badminton, but he has a long way to go before he can reach nationals. When Talki sees upperclassman Chinatsu Kano practicing her heart out on the girls' basketball team, he falls for her hard. After an unexpected
Pause.
turn of events brings the two closer together. Sports may not be the first thing in their minds anymore. Giggity. What?
He dropped the shuttlecock.
Basically.
The shuttlecock hit the ground, and you know what I mean.
Let's see. What other thing is here?
Is tennis and badminton,
No,
right?
they're not the same. And Daima, it looks like is going to continue on.
Really?
Again.
Really?
It's
Daima?
continue. Ten-chan, chaka-chan,
I have to.
sarauidotote. Goku and his and company were living peaceful lives when they suddenly turned small due to conspiracy. When they discovered that
Government
the reason
conspiracy?
for this may lie in a world known as the Demon Realm, a mysterious young Majin named Goriel appears before them.
I'm telling you, nothing in their universe now, like in their world, hurts them. Now they have to go into
Basically.
the demon world. Like, come on,
They have to make another one and make them go from when they became stronger.
children again
Yeah, that's all I have for this season
for now.
Very good.
for
very
now.
good.
But yeah,
And the sneak peek for next season, if you want to know, just real
yes,
quick.
peek under the curtain. Show me. Tell me.
One
tell me.
Piece is coming back next season.
One Piece.
One. Piece, yes.
Daima. Well, yeah, I
Daima?
think Daima's still going. I don't see it here. No, maybe it stops this season. We'll see. I see
Daima.
here Fire Force Season 3 is coming out
Yeah.
April 2025.
I forgot about that.
That's dope.
I have. Yeah, I think that's the only one that's like recognizable. The rest are going to be new seasons. We have here. Please put them on.
Pause.
Takamina-san.
Put what on?
I'm not gonna read the description for this, but you know, it has Ecchi in the title. In the
Okay, there's gonna be a
Thing.
dub for this. Yes, I'm gonna watch.
there's gonna be a dub for this. He says.
I'm gonna get the stool.
Kaiju number 8 is coming out summer 2025.
Part 2.
Dandadan is coming out summer of 2025. That's it.
Breathe.
Yep.
Breathe.
Yeah, that's final season of My Hero Academia comes out fall of 2025.
Do you guys remember My Hero 20? Damn.
Okay, let me see what things are not announced.
Almost 10 years.
Here's the to be announced animes. We have The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten,
Part 2.
One Punch Season 3, Alaya Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian Season 2, The World's
Good.
Finest Assassin gets reincarnated into another world as an aristocrat,
Alan?
Yes, yes.
My Dress Up Darling is
Yes.
Very good,
still
very good.
TBA. I got a cheese scale in another world and became unrivaled in the real world too is still
Yes.
TBA.
Something about a farmer.
Mashoko Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation
Yes,
Season 3 is TBA.
Okay.
Anime called Chain Soldier.
Okay.
Kind of
Reincarnated as the Sword, Season 2.
Yes. With the cat girl.
Except in the dating sim, the world of Otome games is tough for mobs. Season 2.
Mm,
Tsukumichi Moonlight Fantasy is TBA.
what do you guys think of that one?
Which one?
Great, amazing.
Sukumichi.
Oh, Tsukumichi, yes. Very good.
The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Season 4 is TBA. The Rising of a Shield Hero, Season 4
Oh, there
The
you
Rising
go.
of the Shield
TBA.
Hero.
Jujutsu Kaisen, the Culling Games is TBA.
Very good.
Jujutsu? Jujutsu? What's Jujutsu
Let
again?
me see.
Yeah. The guy that has the demon inside him with the fingers and everything.
The Returner's Magic Should Be Special is coming out for Season 2.
Okay.
A Mashal is coming out.
The Stampede?
I was reincarnated as the 7th prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. For some reason, it's getting Season 2.
I think that's the one that like literally controls.
It's like a little kid with like blue hair.
Yeah. He learns how to do breathing techniques and all those things.
No, he just learns magic.
But when he was born, he did like a fire attack as a baby and all those things.
Yeah. But yeah, and that's it.
Very good.
What about the guy that punches and heals the wrong way to use healing magic?
That's not here.
Damn. You guys remember that one, right?
Yeah. It was...
I do. But I don't know if it's going to get a second season or not.
Wait, yeah. The wrong way to use healing magic, Season 2.
Oh, damn. It is what it is. And no more irregular in high school, right?
Why have your Delicious in the Dungeon, Season 2?
That one's also pretty good.
I don't see...
No more irregular. I think after 4 seasons or 5 seasons, it was done. And the movie or 2.
No, I don't see it. Irregular.
Good. I mean, damn.
I kind of
That's
want
it for me.
Okay.
With that, dear listeners, I bring you to the ending of the LTS podcast 2025 and a little bit of a culinary deeper dive of this episode of corn. It's different uses, anime, our personal stories with tamales, pozole, all the accoutrement. Any final statements over here, Alan?
No, I don't think so, bro. Probably going to go eat right now myself.
What are you gonna have?
I don't know, whatever I can find in my pantry or my fridge.
Okay.
Make myself
What about you?
some
Good. What about you, Mr. J? Any ahaha?
What?
bubblies.
Yeah,
I
you
wish.
go. What about you, Mr. J? I
about
heard
you,
were
Mr.
chewing gum. Well, I had what did I have? I had
Huitlacoche.
tacos de bistec. So I'm a little bit biased towards that side. I had my din din, and I had some coffee before recording.
Now you're gonna
just
take the deuce.
straight just café con leche.
Hands.
Café con leche. With a touch of canela. Pretty good. Halal bread. Don't sleep on it. Make it into French toast. Yeah, that would be my words of wisdom of the day. Halal bread into a French toast. Go for it. You won't regret it. But yeah, follow us. Again, anyone from South America, from any part of the world who want to reach out, you can reach out on Instagram, on X, and on via email.
Just know your tamales are mid.
Damn. Yeah, you want to get at us? Talk to us about your tamale game. What else? Have you guys heard about Blue Sky? And should we get into it?
What's
Good.
Blue Sky?
Exactly. Enough said. That's enough right there. It's like another competitor to Twitter that recently came out.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
No. Okay. So staying with X, Instagram, and on the links in the description, you know where to find us.
And
From
these
the bottom
hands.
of my heart. And Mr. J's hands. Remember, wash them and stay frosty.
No. You're gonna get them raw.
Whoa. Pause.
Yo. All right, good night,
Oh.
everyone.
Get out of here, you.
He's like,
raw-
you dirty boy.